Hey everybody, it's Al with cad-cam-wizard.com. Today we're talking about cutting HUD for a signage application, but in general, this topic is really about CAD geometry and things to look out for. So in this example, we're really just doing some pocketing routines where we want to leave all this material raised and we want to cut deeper in certain areas. And in general, you would just load up a pocket feature for this. In the different CAM systems, the workflow might be slightly different, but essentially you're going to tell it information about the tool you're going to use, how fast you're going to cut, how deep you're going to go. Once those settings are established, a lot of times it's a window pick and set your depth and compute. Now, sometimes this works out and sometimes it doesn't. And a lot of times that's going to be based on your artwork. And if you look at this example here, we have some open profiles. Like if we zoom in real fine here, you can see we have some open profiles. So this geometry really isn't optimized yet for cutting, okay? Probably came from a logo, maybe even clip art, and essentially it's causing a problem for us. So we need to repair this area. But when we're talking about making a part versus designing a part, it's a good idea that both the designer or the artist and the person that's doing the manufacturing or the programming kind of work together and they know about some scenarios. We're cutting with a round tool, so all our corners are going to be round. The size or gaps between, like you can see in these windows here, it's too small, so the tool doesn't fit. The tool's only going to go where it's going to fit. So if you're not getting the results that you're looking for, a lot of times it's going to be based on your geometry. Now, yeah, we can drop our tool size down to get into smaller areas. Some machines have tool changers, so you can rough with a larger tool and finish with a smaller one. But sometimes it's easier just to use a small tool and just let it run and not worry about it, okay? But you can't do that if you got bad geometry here. And bad geometry can mean a bunch of different things. Usually it's not closed chains, double entities, open endpoints, things like that will cause an issue. So if you're getting a result like this, and this is the geometry you're working with, it's a clear indication that you have some problems here. Okay, so in order to fix that, number one, I would definitely talk to the art department or the person that's doing the design work and make sure if you're the person doing the manufacturing that you two are on the same page. They know the smallest tools that you have on hand and they understand that. The other thing that they need to understand is we really need closed geometry. This one probably came out of Flexi or Corel Draw. And it's a great design, but when it comes to making it, it's causing some difficulties. Okay, so what can you do to fix it? Well, you're going to have to redraw it, and essentially update the design, trim and close profiles, and by doing so, this will alleviate your problems. Okay, so you'll see I just selected the new geometry. I'm going to window pick here, and then I'll recompute, and we'll see how now we get good, clean toolpath cutting around our letters. Okay, again, another area we need to focus on is the smallest gaps, right? The tool will only go where it can fit. So when you're working with the design, you need to keep that in mind as to allow for manufacturing. Okay, so just a couple of tips for you here today. If you guys have any questions, comments, or feedback, you can always email me. It's Al, A-L, at cad-cam-wizard.com. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.